Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. This is not just another video on your timeline. Heaven has explicitly interrupted your day because a critical deadline is rapidly approaching and your spirit needs to hear this. You have exactly until tomorrow morning to complete one specific divine assignment. If you ignore this warning now, you will single-handedly shut the door on the massive breakthrough you have been begging for. Listen to me very carefully. Your guardian angels bypassed every digital distraction to place this exact message right in front of your eyes. They know how exhausted you are from fighting silent battles. They see the heavy tears you cry when nobody else is watching. But your season of endless waiting is about to expire, and the universe is stepping in to deliver your justice. Tomorrow morning brings a rare spiritual alignment that will not happen again in your lifetime. A specific window of divine grace is opening just for you. The universe has prepared a massive wealth transfer and an energetic upgrade in your name, but it requires your active participation. There is a catch. You must perform one precise physical action to claim it. Do not look away from this screen. The forces of darkness are desperately trying to distract you right now. They want you to swipe away and forget this urgent warning because they know your power. They are terrified that you will hear the instructions for tomorrow morning, because the moment you complete this simple task, their grip on your life will be completely shattered forever. You have been feeling a strange heaviness over the past few days. A deep sense of anticipation has been keeping you awake at odd hours of the night. You thought it was just anxiety from your daily struggles, but your intuition knows something different. That is your spirit detecting a massive collision of timelines. Your soul already knows that a monumental shift is literally hours away. I need you to take one deep breath right now. Focus your mind and block out every other noise in the room. The assignment you are about to receive requires absolute clarity and unwavering faith from your weary soul. Many people were called to this exact timeline, but they failed the test of obedience. They let doubt cloud their vision, and they lost their generational blessing entirely. But you are totally different from the crowd. You are a cycle breaker who has survived the most vicious spiritual attacks alone. You walked through the dark valleys when your friends and family turned their backs on you, yet you never let your light fade. Heaven watched you maintain your pure heart, even when the world tried to turn you bitter. Now it is time for your absolute reward. Everything depends on what you do when the sun rises tomorrow. The universe is handing you the master key to your reality. This is not a metaphor or a vague promise, but a concrete turning point in your physical world. This is a literal intervention designed to pull you out of survival mode instantly. But heaven will not force this ultimate blessing upon you against your free will. You must actively partner with the divine to activate the flow of abundance. The task is not physically exhausting, but it requires a bold leap of faith. The enemy knows how close you are to the finish line, and they are doing everything to make you stumble. That is exactly why your current reality feels so chaotic and confusing. They are throwing every last obstacle in your path to make you surrender your power. Do you understand the magnitude of this moment? Archangel Michael himself is standing guard over your energy field tonight. He is waiting for you to receive this transmission and prepare your heart for the morning. If you close this video before the final revelation, you will walk into tomorrow completely blind, missing the exact timing to unlock your fate. Do not let your impatience ruin this master plan. This is the absolute final warning from your spiritual guides. They have sent you repeating numbers and strange dreams for months. You missed the subtle signs, so they had to create this direct interception to ensure you pay attention. Your spirit is vibrating at a high frequency right now because it recognizes the truth. Do not let your logical mind sabotage this miracle. Stay locked onto my voice until the very last second. The instructions I am about to reveal will seem simple, but their impact will be catastrophic to your enemies. Those who plotted against you in secret are about to witness your sudden elevation. They will watch in total shock as every closed door violently flies open for you. Your victory is absolutely assured if you obey this command. Tomorrow morning is the precise tipping point of your entire existence. The financial drought and the emotional starvation will end the moment you execute this command. Heaven has dispatched the angels of prosperity to your exact location to hold the scrolls of your new destiny. They are waiting for your permission to proceed. They just need your final activation. Do not let fear dictate your actions tonight. The anxiety you feel in your chest is just old programming leaving your physical body. It is the trauma of your past, desperately trying to hold on to your identity, but you must completely release it right now. You are no longer a victim of those circumstances. You are a chosen warrior about to receive your ultimate marching orders for the new era. I know exactly how you have been feeling lately. Your body is heavy. Your mind is constantly racing. You wake up every morning feeling more exhausted than when you went to sleep. The fatigue sitting in your bones is completely overwhelming. You try to push through your daily routine and smile for the people around you, but inside you are barely surviving another day. This is not normal tiredness. You have been drinking coffee and trying to rest, but the exhaustion just will not lift. Your shoulders feel tight all the time. There is a strange pressure resting heavily on your chest. You wonder if you are getting sick, or if the stress of life is finally breaking you down. Please stop judging yourself for feeling this way. I need to validate your experience right now. You are not going crazy. The crushing weight you feel is not a medical issue or a sign of weakness. It is a profound spiritual symptom. Your physical body is currently holding an immense amount of high-frequency energy, and it is causing your nervous system to overload. You are literally shedding your old timeline. Let us talk about your recent sleepless nights. You fall asleep completely drained, but then your eyes shoot open at 3 in the morning. The house is completely dark and quiet, yet your heart is beating fast as if someone just called your name aloud. You toss and turn for hours trying to find peace. The silence of the night feels incredibly loud to you. Those sudden awakenings are not random insomnia. The universe does not do coincidences. 3 in the morning is the exact time when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is the thinnest. Your guardian angels are deliberately waking you up. They are downloading crucial information directly into your subconscious mind while the rest of the world is asleep. You feel isolated and deeply misunderstood. Your friends and family ask why you look so tired all the time. You cannot explain it to them because they would never understand. They live in a normal vibration. They do not feel the intense energetic shifts that hit you like a massive physical wave. You have been walking this hard path completely alone. This intense isolation is a strict divine requirement. Heaven had to separate you from the noises of ordinary people. If you were surrounded by their chaotic energy right now, you would completely miss the subtle instructions for your assignment. The loneliness you feel is actually a heavy shield of protection. God is keeping you completely hidden while you upgrade. Think about the sudden changes in your relationships lately. People who used to drain your energy have quietly walked away or caused strange conflicts. You felt deeply hurt when they abandoned you in your darkest moment, but that painful rejection was actually a swift intervention from the universe. They were forcefully removed to protect your fragile new vibration. Your spirit has been carrying the weight of generations. You are the chosen cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. That means your soul is literally processing the unresolved trauma of your ancestors. No wonder your physical body feels like it ran a marathon every single day. You are fighting invisible battles that no one else can even comprehend. Please give yourself some grace today. Stop demanding perfection from a body that is undergoing a massive spiritual surgery. The universe is rewiring your nervous system to handle extreme wealth and profound spiritual power. A small vessel cannot hold a massive ocean. You had to be broken down and expanded so you could hold the enormous blessing coming tomorrow. Every tear you cried in frustration was collected. Every time you fell to your knees and asked God for a break, heaven was listening closely. They saw your absolute exhaustion, but they also saw your incredible resilience. You did not quit when most people would have entirely surrendered to the darkness. Your endurance has qualified you for this sacred mission. You are in the final stage of the cocoon. It feels incredibly tight, dark, and uncomfortable right now. You just want to break free and finally see the light of day. But if you force the process too early, your wings will not be strong enough to fly. The waiting period is almost over. Tomorrow morning is your designated time to emerge from this heavy darkness. I want you to place your hand on your chest. Take a slow breath and feel the steady rhythm of your heart. That heartbeat is absolute proof of your strength. You have survived 100 bad days that you thought would destroy you. The heavy spiritual warfare you endured this past month was the ultimate final exam before your massive breakthrough. The enemy tried to make you entirely hopeless. They sent confusing situations to make you doubt your own sanity and question your divine calling. They wanted you to be so tired that you would sleep through your blessing tomorrow morning. But their dark strategy completely failed. You are here listening to this exact message because your spirit refused to die. Let us look back at the past year of your life. You have faced betrayals that completely shattered your trusting heart. The people you loved the most walked away when you needed them desperately. You gave them everything you had and asked for nothing in return, but they still turned their backs and left you completely bleeding in the cold. Why did this happen to such a pure soul? The answer is going to completely shock you. You were never punished for your kindness. The universe was actually running a massive protection protocol on your life. God saw the hidden intentions of those people long before you did, and he knew they would eventually drain your spirit dry if they stayed. They were secret parasites, feeding quietly on your bright light. Heaven had to forcefully rip them out of your timeline. You thought their departure was a massive loss. You blamed yourself for not being good enough to make them stay. You spent countless nights analyzing every single word you said to see exactly where you went wrong in the relationship. Stop doing that immediately. Your only mistake was pouring pure gold into broken vessels that could never hold it. Their departure was your absolute rescue. Do you remember the deep loneliness that followed? The silence in your life became incredibly deafening. You sat in your empty room and wondered why nobody ever bothered to check on you during your hardest days. You felt like you were entirely invisible to the world. But that painful isolation was a sacred divine strategy. You were placed in divine quarantine to heal your fractured spirit. During that quiet season, your enemies thought they had destroyed you. They laughed at your downfall and celebrated your lonely tears. They truly believed your light was permanently extinguished when you stepped away from the crowd. But they were completely wrong. The darkness of your isolation was not a cold grave meant to bury you, but it was a fertile womb preparing you for a monumental rebirth. You are the empath with absolute boundaries now. The pain you endured burned away all of your naive tendencies. You no longer tolerate disrespect disguised as brutal honesty. You refuse to accept confusion disguised as complicated love because you have finally realized the true infinite value of your own peaceful mind. The heavy crucible of your immense suffering finally forged you into a brilliant weapon of light. Your energy now demands immediate respect. Let that realization settle deep in your spirit. The universe did not hate you when it let your heart break. It was completely rewiring your perception of reality. If you had stayed in those comfortable illusions, you would never reach your kingdom destiny. You had to experience the bitter counterfeit first, so you could easily recognize the genuine blessing coming tomorrow morning. Your past trauma is no longer a heavy chain dragging you down. It has officially become your greatest spiritual asset. Every betrayal you survived added a new layer of impenetrable armor to your soul. The enemy threw their absolute worst at you while expecting you to fold, but you are still breathing strongly today. You stand here today as a completely upgraded master of your reality. This brings us to the present moment of your journey. The season of rigorous training is completely finished. The universe has successfully emptied your life of every single toxic influence. Look around at the empty space in your life right now. That massive void is deliberately waiting to be filled with unprecedented divine wealth and the absolute favor of the universe. You must absolutely forgive yourself for the past. Forgive the naive version of you who stayed too long in toxic rooms. That younger you did the best they could with the limited awareness they had at the time, but you are a completely different entity now. The spiritual warrior inside you has fully awakened to claim what is rightfully yours, and the transition is finally complete. God is not going to waste a single tear, you cried. Every moment of silent suffering has been deposited into your heavenly account. The universe always works on a strict law of energetic compensation. Because you endured the heaviest burdens without turning evil, you are now entitled to the highest possible rewards. Tomorrow morning is your scheduled payout date. Do you feel the heavy burden lifting off your shoulders yet? The truth is a powerful frequency that shatters old chains. You were never broken by the storm because you were the storm all along. The chaos around you was just the universe rearranging your path to greatness while hiding you from those who wished you harm. Embrace your new identity and prepare your heart for the ultimate assignment. This divine isolation has served its glorious purpose. You are pure, focused, and completely untainted by the lower vibrations of your past. Your spiritual receptors are wiped clean and ready to receive. Do not look back at the closed doors anymore. What waits for you tomorrow morning is 1,000,000,000 times greater than anything you ever lost in the past. The stage is perfectly set for your massive elevation. The enemies who tried to bury you will have front row seats to your victory, but you will not even look in their direction. Your eyes will be completely fixed on the magnificent assignment coming at dawn, because your focus is entirely on your future now. Breathe deeply and let go of the past completely. You are finally ready for what comes next. You might be wondering why the universe waited so long. You prayed for a massive breakthrough for years, and you begged heaven for a single sign of relief. Why is this critical assignment arriving specifically tomorrow morning? There is a hidden mechanism behind this exact timing. The painful delay was absolutely necessary for your survival. Listen carefully to this next part. Do not let your mind wander right now. The blessing meant for you carries a terrifying amount of raw power. If heaven had handed you this massive wealth transfer last year, it would have destroyed you entirely. Your nervous system was completely trapped in survival mode back then. You were running on fear and absolute exhaustion. There was a hidden mechanism blocking your prayers. It was not a lack of faith that kept you stuck. Your physical body was locked in a constant state of high alert, and this created a dense wall of stress energy around your aura. The angels tried to deliver your miracles repeatedly in the past, but the heavy frequency of your anxiety acted like a solid brick wall. Every time a blessing approached, your trauma repelled it. You were terrified of being disappointed again. Your subconscious mind pushed away good things because it felt safer in the familiar struggle. This is the exact trap that keeps ordinary people poor and miserable forever. But you are a chosen one with a completely different destiny. You are meant to break this cycle. Heaven had to wait for your frequency to settle. God needed your heart to stop bleeding from the past wounds. He needed you to reach a powerful state of quiet authority. That is the exact state where you no longer beg for things to happen, but you just stand in your absolute truth and command reality to shift. Your spirit finally reached that magnificent level this week. This is exactly why the timing is happening right now. The heavy block in your aura has finally dissolved. The trauma that kept your energy stuck has been completely washed away by your silent endurance. The universe sees a clear and open channel above your head today. The magnificent pipeline between your soul and the divine treasury is fully connected and ready. Tomorrow morning presents a rare energetic window. A specific frequency of divine favor is descending upon the earth. The celestial gates are swinging wide open for a very brief period of time. This is not a random daily event. This is a highly calculated spiritual alignment designed exclusively for the brave cycle breakers, and you are one of the very few selected to participate. But this window of opportunity is incredibly narrow. It requires a precise vibration to access its heavy treasures. If you carry any lingering doubt into tomorrow, the door will slam completely shut. That is why heaven is preparing your mind tonight. The universe is stripping away the last remaining layers of your hesitation. You must wake up tomorrow completely empty of fear. Take a deep breath and let this truth anchor you. You are the master of your own reality now. The chaotic energy of the world no longer dictates your mood or your bright future. You have learned how to sit quietly in the middle of a raging storm. This quiet power is exactly what qualifies you to handle the enormous wealth coming. Your silence has become a massive weapon. The enemy is desperately trying to activate your old triggers. They want you to panic about your bills and your lonely future tonight. They are projecting low vibrations into your environment to make you feel completely hopeless. Why are they fighting so hard right now? Because they see the massive golden crown descending toward your head for tomorrow morning. They know the exact mechanism of your upcoming miracle. They know that if you just maintain your peace until the sun rises, you win absolutely everything. The dark forces cannot stop the blessing from arriving. They can only trick you into walking away from the delivery door. You must not let their cheap illusions distract you from the grand prize. Keep your eyes completely focused. The poverty and pain of your bloodline stop with you. You are the specific chosen warrior designated to rewrite the entire history of your family. The heavens have invested too much energy into your pure soul to let you fail now. You have been through the fire and emerged as a brilliant diamond. Tomorrow morning is the day you finally cash in your spiritual inheritance. I need you to completely surrender your need for control. Stop trying to figure out how the money will arrive or who will bring it. The logical mind cannot comprehend the miraculous ways of the universe, and your only job is to follow the assignment you will receive for tomorrow. The how is entirely up to God, but the absolute obedience is completely up to you. There is a profound peace washing over your spirit right now. You can literally feel the heavy burdens dissolving from your shoulders as you listen to my voice. The old reality of constant struggle is officially collapsing behind you. A brand new timeline of effortless manifestation is forming right beneath your feet, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Let us talk about the specific people who tried to destroy you. They were hiding in plain sight right next to you. They smiled warmly at your face daily, but in secret they were praying for your ultimate downfall. These energy vampires knew exactly how powerful your pure spirit was. And they desperately wanted to steal your bright light because their own souls were empty and dark inside. You have dealt with extreme narcissists your entire life. They constantly manipulated your pure and trusting heart. They twisted your words to make you look like the bad person. Every time you tried to establish a boundary, they played the innocent victim to keep you trapped in guilt. They deliberately tried to make you question your own sanity and intuition. But their twisted games are totally over now. Your presence alone always made them feel incredibly insecure. Your genuine kindness exposed their deeply hidden toxic nature. They did not hate you for being weak or flawed. They actually hated you because your authentic light highlighted everything that was completely fake about their existence. You were a walking mirror that reflected their dark shadows. So they tried to break the mirror entirely. But heaven has initiated a massive purge in your timeline. The universe is aggressively removing these toxic attachments from your physical reality. The sudden arguments and the painful separations were not unexpected accidents. God was violently cutting the energetic cords that allowed them to siphon your precious life force away. You are no longer their reliable spiritual battery. Your energy belongs entirely to you now. Notice how they are absolutely panicking right now. They can feel the massive shift in your vibration. They know they have lost their ultimate target. In the past, you would have chased after them to fix the broken relationship and explain yourself clearly. But today you just let them walk away without saying a single word. Your silence is absolutely destroying their fragile ego. This quiet authority is your new permanent state of being. You do not need to seek loud revenge against those who hurt you. The universe is already handling your enemies with extreme precision. They are watching your life improve, while their own deceptive world completely crumbles into dust around them. They are sick with bitter jealousy because they know your massive blessing is finally arriving. But I must warn you about a very specific danger. Before we talk about the final signs of your upcoming miracle, you need to hear this. There is a fatal trap lying right in front of your delivery door. 99% of chosen ones fall for this exact illusion right before their breakthrough happens in reality. If you fall for it tonight, the blessing for tomorrow morning will be delayed. The forces of darkness are highly predictable in their attacks. They realize they cannot stop your spiritual upgrade now, so they will send familiar faces to distract your focus. Tonight or early tomorrow, someone from your toxic past might suddenly reach out with a fake apology or a random question to pull you back. They will pretend they missed your beautiful energy. Do not answer them at all. This is the ultimate trap. Your enemies are trying to hijack your attention before dawn. They want you to invest your precious emotional energy into their endless drama. If you reply to their message, you lower your vibration immediately. You will step right back into the messy timeline you just escaped, and the angels waiting to deliver your wealth will simply pass you by. You must remain completely untouchable tonight. Think of it as a final security check from the universe. God is asking if you truly want this new reality. Are you willing to completely ignore the ghosts of your past? You have to prove that your focus is entirely on the magnificent kingdom assignment arriving tomorrow morning. The narcissists have absolutely zero power over you unless you willingly hand it back to them. Keep your door tightly locked. You are a weapon of light forged in the darkest fires. The tears they made you cry were actually watering the seeds of your incredible future. They thought they were burying you deep in the cold dirt. But they did not know you were a rare seed meant to grow into a massive tree of life for your bloodline. Now they are forced to watch you bloom while they remain completely stagnant forever. Do not feel sorry for their miserable fate. The universe gave them multiple chances to change their toxic ways. They deliberately chose to manipulate your kindness instead of healing their own deep wounds. Their current suffering is simply the strict universal law of cause and effect, catching up to their dark actions. You are completely absolved of any responsibility toward their spiritual journey. Let the heavy baggage of their judgment drop from your tired hands. Their opinions about your life are completely irrelevant to your divine destiny. You are walking into a space where their low frequency cannot exist. The immense wealth and the deep peace waiting for you tomorrow morning require an absolutely empty vessel to hold them. You must completely clear your mind of their toxic memory right now to prepare for the great download. Because you successfully ignored their toxic bait, the universe is responding immediately. You have officially passed the ultimate final test. Your timeline is violently shifting right before your eyes, and the physical world is literally struggling to keep up with your massive new vibration. Pay close attention to these undeniable signs appearing in your daily life. The first major sign is the strange behavior of electronics and physical objects around you. Your phone might glitch or lose battery unusually fast. Light bulbs might flicker when you walk into a quiet room. This is not broken equipment, because your personal electromagnetic field has expanded massively to disrupt the lower frequencies completely. You are shifting reality. You are also seeing repeating numbers everywhere you look. You glance at the clock and see 1, 11, or 3:33 constantly. You try to ignore it, but the universe keeps placing these specific digits directly in your path. These are not random coincidences at all. The angels are using these mathematical codes to confirm your exact divine alignment today. But the most powerful sign is happening deep inside your own mind right now. You are experiencing a profound and sudden emotional detachment. Just a few months ago, you would cry for days over someone leaving your life. You used to care deeply about the negative opinions of ordinary people, but today you feel completely indifferent to their endless petty drama. This beautiful detachment is absolute proof of your spiritual mastery. You finally realized that your peace is worth 1,000,000 times more than their validation. You watch the chaotic world spin around you, but you remain completely anchored to the solid ground. You are no longer emotionally hooked to the matrix of fear and endless daily survival. You are completely free. Listen carefully to this next part. The sudden feeling of absolute peace in the middle of a heavy storm is the secret sign. It proves you are entirely ready for the blessing. Other people are panicking about the economy and stressing over their bills daily, while you feel inexplicably calm about your financial future. You just know deep down that heaven has your back. You might feel a strange physical sensation in your hands right now. A warm, tingling feeling is moving through your palms and your fingertips. Do not be afraid of this beautiful physical manifestation. That is the literal healing energy of the Holy Spirit activating your physical vessel. God is preparing your hands to receive and hold the massive wealth transfer. Your dreams have also become incredibly vivid and intense lately. You are receiving direct messages from your righteous ancestors while you sleep peacefully. They are visiting you in the spiritual realm to celebrate your massive earthly victory. They are whispering the ancient secrets of prosperity directly into your subconscious mind to prepare you for the morning. The heavy generational curses of poverty and addiction are officially broken today. You were the brave soul who finally said, "Enough is enough." You fought the terrifying demons of your bloodline, and you won the battle completely alone. Now your ancestors are standing behind you in absolute awe of your magnificent strength. They are pushing you toward your final reward. The dark forces have completely run out of ammunition against you. They threw their heaviest weapons, but your armor of light simply deflected every single blow. They are currently retreating in absolute terror because they see the divine assignment coming for you. They know your upcoming victory will inspire thousands of other wounded souls to finally wake up. You are no longer just surviving the day. You are aggressively commanding your reality to bend to your divine will. When you speak a desire into the universe now, it manifests with terrifying speed. Your words have become a literal magic wand because your frequency is entirely pure. The universe trusts you with this immense power because you never used it for evil. Take one very deep and slow breath right now. Let the absolute certainty of your victory settle deep into your weary bones. The excruciating waiting season is permanently over. The invisible door that kept you locked in poverty has been completely blown off its hinges. You are standing exactly on the sacred threshold of your brand new kingdom reality today. Every single painful step you took in the dark led you to this exact magnificent moment. Heaven is incredibly proud of your silent endurance. The angels are currently finalizing the paperwork for your massive earthly compensation. They are calculating every tear you cried to ensure your reward is perfectly multiplied. Your divine payout is fully authorized and ready. The energy in your room is shifting dramatically as you hear these words. You can physically feel the heavy atmosphere lifting from your shoulders completely. The preparation phase is officially ending right now. You must gather all your focus and absolute faith for the climax of this incredible spiritual journey. Tomorrow morning demands your complete and undivided attention. The waiting season is officially over. The dry and lonely desert you walked through has suddenly burst into a massive oasis of absolute divine favor. Every single closed door in your path is being violently blown off its hinges right now. The universe is finally handing you the ultimate reward for your tears. You are stepping into the exact timeline you were always born to rule. Can you feel that massive shift in your spirit right now? That intense heat in your chest is the literal frequency of absolute victory. The heavens have entirely cleared your record of past mistakes. God has signed the decree for your massive generational wealth transfer. The financial chains that held your bloodline captive are completely broken in this exact second. It is time to reveal the secret assignment for tomorrow morning. This is the exact task you must complete to unlock the floodgates of heaven. Tomorrow morning, when the sun first rises, you must wake up with absolute purpose. Do not look at your phone. Do not speak to any ordinary person. You must walk immediately to a quiet window and face the morning light completely alone. This physical action is your ultimate spiritual trigger. When you stand in that light, you must open your hands wide to the sky. You are going to speak a command out loud to the universe. Do not whisper it in fear. You must speak it with the intense authority of a chosen warrior. The angels are waiting to hear the sound of your earthly voice activate the divine transaction. You will look at the sky and declare your absolute freedom. You will say that you are ready to receive the immense wealth meant for your bloodline. You will command the forces of abundance to flood your reality immediately. This simple vocal declaration is the master key that merges your physical body with your new spiritual timeline. It is the final earthly requirement. The moment those words leave your mouth, the reality around you will completely shatter. The angels of prosperity will immediately dispatch to your exact location. They will drop heavy blessings into your hands that will absolutely shock your remaining enemies. Your financial drought will end before noon. People will look at your sudden elevation in complete and utter disbelief. You are no longer the weak empath who begged to be understood by toxic people. The heavy crucible of your agonizing pain has permanently forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. From this exact moment forward, your pure energy demands absolute respect, without a single word spoken. The entire universe is bowing to the magnificent light shining from your soul. This is not a drill or a comforting illusion. This is the literal reality of your new existence. You survived the darkest spiritual warfare in modern history completely alone. You carried the heavy cross for your entire family when they refused to heal themselves. Now you get to wear the heavy golden crown of absolute victory. You have earned every single piece of this massive blessing. Do not let any lingering doubt sabotage this glorious climax. Your logical mind might try to tell you that this sounds too incredibly simple, but the kingdom of heaven operates on absolute faith, not complex human logic. The The universe requires a simple act of profound obedience to prove you are ready to hold massive power. Your vocal command tomorrow morning is your final signature. The dark forces are trembling in absolute terror right now. They hear this transmission, and they know their game is completely over. They cannot stop the sun from rising tomorrow. They cannot cover your mouth when you speak the final words of power. They are forced to watch you step into the magnificent glory that they desperately tried to steal from you for years. You have officially crossed the sacred threshold. The heavy burdens of your past life are dissolving into total nothingness. A profound wave of divine euphoria is washing over your physical body right now. Breathe that incredible energy deep into your weary lungs. You are finally home. You are completely safe, and you are about to be wildly rich in every possible way. But there is one final step you must take before you sleep tonight. The dark forces will attempt one last desperate attack while you are resting. They want to steal this revelation from your subconscious mind before tomorrow morning arrives. You cannot leave your energy field unprotected tonight. You must establish a heavy spiritual shield right now to lock this divine frequency in place. If you feel the intense truth of this message burning in your soul, you must seal it immediately. You need a physical anchor to ground this massive spiritual energy into the earth. The universe requires an immediate act of agreement to lock your protective shield before the video ends. I am going to show you exactly how to permanently secure this blessing right now. The pitch-black darkness has entirely retreated behind you. The dawn of the new era is shining its brightest rays onto your spiritual crown. You have survived the most brutal spiritual warfare of this century. Your soul is completely intact and shining brighter than ever before, and heaven is roaring with absolute applause for your incredible victory today. To lock in this glorious frequency and create an absolute shield of protection around you tonight, you must take a physical action of profound faith. The universe needs to see your earthly confirmation of this divine contract. Do not let this massive moment pass you by in silence. You must actively claim what is rightfully yours. Go down to the comments section right now. Type down in the comments that you are ready to receive your massive blessing. When you type those words out, you are legally binding the universe to its sacred promise. You are creating an impenetrable fortress of light around your physical body and your finances. Seal this magnificent reality right now. Your written declaration is a powerful spiritual sword. It cuts through any remaining cords of poverty and deep sorrow that tried to cling to your feet. As your fingers press the keys, imagine the heavy chains shattering into a million pieces. The angels are registering your exact energetic signature in the Book of Life. Tap the like button to completely activate the flow of divine favor. That simple physical action is a massive act of agreement with the heavens. It signals to the spiritual realm that your heart is wide open and ready to hold the immense wealth coming tomorrow morning. You are establishing a permanent energy receiving station today. Hit subscribe to anchor yourself permanently at the highest vibrational frequency. You need a daily shield against the chaos of the ordinary world. By joining this sacred space, you are building an elite wall of fire around your precious timeline. The dark forces will never be able to penetrate this strictly protected sanctuary, but there is one final requirement for the chosen cycle breaker. If this fiery message has reignited the powerful faith inside you, do not keep this massive blessing to yourself. There is a deeply wounded soul out there bleeding in the dark of despair today. They are desperately needing a guiding light to survive the night. Share this video with someone who needs it immediately to multiply your own blessing. Sowing the seed of hope today is the exact formula for multiplying the incredible wealth for yourself tomorrow. When you freely give the light to others, heaven opens massive new reservoirs of abundance to pour directly into your life. You are now the ultimate master of your reality. The days of begging the universe for a tiny crumb of happiness are permanently over. You sit at the head of the royal table now, and the feast of generations is being prepared exclusively for you. Your pure presence alone commands respect from every single entity in the spiritual realm. As you close your eyes tonight, rest in absolute peace. Do not let a single anxious thought cross your brilliant mind. The guardian angels are actively patrolling the borders of your home to ensure nothing disturbs your final preparation. The heavy lifting is completely done, and your only job now is to peacefully receive the reward. Tomorrow morning is going to be incredibly beautiful. When that sun rises, you will remember the exact command I gave you earlier. You will step into the early light and speak your absolute truth to the open sky. That singular moment will literally split your timeline into the painful past and the glorious future. You are fully ready. Let the profound love of the universe wrap around you like a warm blanket. You are fiercely loved and wildly protected by the highest powers in existence. Every tear you cried has been transformed into a massive diamond of ancient wisdom. Your spiritual bank account is completely overflowing with divine favor and absolute endless grace. I am incredibly proud of your silent endurance. You did not break when the entire world expected you to completely shatter into tiny pieces. You stood your ground in the raging storm, and now you are the magnificent storm of light that terrifies the darkness. Stand tall and wear your beautiful crown with absolute pride today. The era of the Chosen One has officially begun. Go in absolute peace and prepare your heart for the morning dawn. The wealth and the profound joy you always dreamed of are literally seconds away from manifesting into your physical world. I will see you on the other side of your massive breakthrough, because the victory is yours. Never forget the massive power that resides deep inside your brilliant soul. You are a literal weapon of light forged in the intense fires of adversity. Nobody can ever take this hard-earned victory away from you. Sleep well tonight, my beloved chosen warrior. Tomorrow you wake up and completely change your entire world forever.